Welcome to the Downtown, brought to you by Arlington Citizen Media. I'm Gerald Smith Jr., and across the internet from me is...
I am Rody John.
On today's show, we are introducing a very cool new series for us, I hope. We are teaming up with the Cove Studios right here in Arlington to talk with musicians and record a few songs. And our first guest is actually none other than Brandon Maclaughlin. You can listen to his songs Burn It Down and Workin Progress that we recorded at the Cove. And a really fun interview that we did as well. It's always cool to be at the Cove, so thanks to the Cove Studios for having us, and thanks to Eoin for getting it all on tape for us, as they say in the biz. Wonderful interview. This is a really fun show, and that's the show. That's it. It's all Brandon.
It's all Brandon.
It sounds great, and it's a fun interview. I'm excited for everyone to hear.
Brandon is a very up-and-coming artist, not just a country artist, but he is a fantastic musician all the way around. He's generally a fun person to be around. So,
yeah, I was about to say, really fun dude.
Yeah, just having any conversations with him is great. And if you love these songs, which I'm sure you will, go on YouTube, find these videos, and they're even better. Like Burn It Down, all about fire. It's a pyro's dream. And then Workin Progress.
It looks good too.
Oh, it looks fan. Both of these videos look amazing. And Workin Progress is just a fun little video as well. So if you love these songs, which I'm sure you will, go check out the music videos as well on YouTube. And then, it's like a full circle situation.
It really is. And thanks to the Cove again, Owen, just phenomenal recording studio. Every time I go in there, I am blown away at how cool it is and how just, it feels like a great place to go and make a record, or a single, or, whatever you're looking to do, music wise, because they got it all. They got all the toys. They got all the tools. They got great sound room. Lots of great stuff there.
Yeah. I'm not a musician and I want to go in there and record stuff because it is just like, again, as soon as you walk in there, you're like, wow, just
you recorded a little bit of drums. We recorded a little bit. We did well. So, You know what? Even at a place like the Cove, your wildest dreams can come true. Look at Rody. So, we got another, we've been talking about our 100th show. It's coming up, September 25th. It's going to be a live show, 7 p.m. at Dr. Jekyll's. Come celebrate with us as we record our first live show for the love of Arlington with a roundtable of friends and guests to discuss Arlington and our 100th episode. Obviously, last week we announced that Barbara, councilperson, Barbara Odom Wesley is going to be there. She's our first guest. Rody, who is our second guest that's going to be on the roundtable with us talking about their love of Arlington?
Our second guest is our favorite guest, our first and only so far 5-time guest. That's right, Mr. Garrett Martin. Woo, Garrett.
That's exciting, man. I'm excited. I always love to hear Garrett's thoughts on the city. Almost any time. We really need to get some T-shirts made because almost any time I think of an issue with the city, I literally think to myself, what would Garrett do?
Right.
Like, what would Garrett think about this? Because I value his opinion and his ideas and his creativity so much. He's such an asset to the city of Arlington.
I love people that don't know that I already know Garrett. And they're like, oh yeah, have you heard of this guy, Garrett Martin? He's doing such cool things. And I'm like, oh, believe me, we know Garrett, and Garrett is literally the nicest guy on the planet and is the future of the city when it comes to what's happening, and then making things better, bigger. We're going to have, spoiler alert, we're going to have him on again later in the year, not just on our 100th episode, but there's a certain music festival that's starting to go on, the Ramblin' Music Festival. He's a little bit behind the scenes on that one, so we're going to hear a lot more about it coming up later, not at the 100th episode. We might bring it up, but we're having him.
It's only a few days after that, actually.
Yeah. So we're just going to have him out there because, we need to know what's going on in the city. We want to know his favorite parts, what he sees for the future. And we just love Garrett so much.
We also love our Patreon supporters, Brian Fratto and Brandon Maclaughlin. If you would like to be a Patreon supporter and help us do better, sound better, look better. You can go to patreon.com/Arlington Citizen Media. And there's a bunch of tiers there. You can check it out. We'd really appreciate the support, and we would love to have you in our corner.
Yeah. I know what some of you are thinking. Brandon bought his way on the show. He did not. We already were talking to him before he even decided to be a Patreon.
Right. We were talking to him before Patreon. We even had a Patreon. So
right.
Brandon is an Arlington Citizen Media OG.
Yes. But if you would like to help us help you, I mean, we still need to make T-shirts. We want to make more stickers. We want to obviously make What Would Garrett Do T-shirts. So we got to do that. And then that one's probably going to sell more than the Arlington Citizen Media shirt will ever sell. So help us help you by, this is a labor of love for us. It's a passion project. We're not getting paid at all for this. So we just want to help shine a light on what's happening in the city and the people behind it.
When there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's fire, there's flames. And the flames are going higher. Baby, your love is just the same. So let's burn it down. Set the whole thing ablaze. You'll be the fire, and I'll be the gasoline. Baby, let's burn it down. Baby, let's burn it down. Oh, yeah. Always known I liked it hard. Silver heart is the understate. I'll take my chances and the rest. There's only time to waste. So let's burn it down. Set the whole thing ablaze. You'll be the fire, and I'll be the gasoline. Baby, let's burn it down. Baby, let's burn it down. Oh, yeah. Find the fuels and light it up. Explore this one desire. Light and a little bit of gasoline, yeah. Incinerate everything. So let's burn it down. Set the whole thing ablaze. Yeah, yeah. You'll be the fire, and I'll be the gasoline. Baby, let's burn it
worked out.
Go for it.
Oh, that's a yes.
Yeah, that was it. Sorry, he was giving us a thumbs up.
All right, so we are here actually in the Cove recording studio in Arlington, Texas. Wonderful studio. If you've never been here, obviously check out our Instagram because when we're here, we take pictures because it's a beautiful place.
Check out our Instagram. Check out their Instagram, which is what, the Cove Studios, I believe.
The _Cove _studios.
Boom.
Got it straight from Owen here. Appreciate that.
Source.
Straight from the source.
Yeah.
Wonderful place.
Yeah.
Come check it out. If you're a musician and you're recording in Arlington, this is the place to be. Like, there's no question.
If you're not even from Arlington.
Yeah, agreed.
If you're traveling to Arlington, there is spots for you to stay here as well. So not only could you record here, just hop up upstairs, take a nap, take a siesta.
We didn't even tell you about the pool.
There is
the pool.
the pool is fantastic.
So I mean, I don't. What
Oh,
are
I
you
just
waiting
saw.
for?
Yeah, the pool is magnificent.
Yeah. If you are one of those that when you're recording, it's a party, there's a pool right outside. So not only do you bring yourself, you bring your friends, you bring some ladies, if you will.
What are you doing over here? I don't know if they're
I'm
fine
just
with
trying to
that.
have a Dr. Dre pool party at the Cove.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Why not?
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll be.
The other voice you have heard, I am Rody John, by the way, from Arlington Citizen Media. Brandon Maclaughlin, welcome
back.
Hey
welcome,
guys, what's
welcome
going
back,
on?
And then welcome to the Cove.
Howdy.
Yeah.
How y'all been?
Good. How have you been?
Man.
It's been a while, like
Yeah,
6
it
months.
has been a little
We
while.
were talking about that earlier.
Have you been diving Dr. Dre pool parties?
I have not been doing anything to that extent.
Okay.
We'll
get some
but I've been living life here and there,
Yeah,
enjoying myself. Well, really working hard and hardly working.
Yeah, fair.
You know?
That's the dream. Isn't it?
So
right.
you mentioned the pool a little bit. So I imagine this is your first time at the Cove Studio.
It is. This is my first day.
What do you think?
This is awesome in here. When I rolled up, I honestly didn't think I was at the right place, and then I ended up. I was like, wow, these are some really nice little houses. That'd be a perfect place to put a studio. And then I ended up turning around and realizing that's exactly where I need to go. And I knocked on the door, and when you come inside, it's just, man, it looks completely like it feels like you're in the Twilight Zone because it turns into something that a musician, artist would perfectly dream up in their mind. And the room and the space is perfect for it.
That's what you were saying when you were walking through the drum
acoustics.
room. You were like, "This, if I could design a space, this is what it would look
Absolutely,
like."
yeah, man.
Did you think of MTV Cribs as soon as you walked in?
Totally.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah. It was. Come on back. Let me show you my.
Yeah.
let me show you my
Right,
space.
Let me show you where the magic.
Well, I
happens.
know what I'm gonna do next time I'm here. I'm making a TikTok, an MTV Cribs TikTok for the Cove. And if I don't do it, Owen should do it right away.
I think there should be cannonballs in the pool.
At the end.
Just saying.
At
I
the
mean, I
end,
don't know
like
how
when you're
deep it
done,
is.
you're like, "Oh,
I mean,
cannonball."
I can't swim, so I can get in.
Maybe again. It looks pretty
10 feet
pretty
deep?
good. About 10. It looked like a good 10 or.
That's enough for a
I
cannonball.
can get in the shallow end. I'm not getting in the deep end.
I'll do the cannonball. I
Okay,
don't
please
care.
do. If you can swim.
I can swim.
Gotta dive.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
I can't, so that's why I won't.
Well, in light of that, Rody will
This
be in
has
the
nothing to do
shallow
with
end of the
swimming.
pool party. So, Brandon, what have you been up to since we last talked? I know that you got something exciting on the horizon.
Yeah. I've been writing a lot. I kind of took a hiatus. Man, that's kind of what I like to do. Just kind of become a hermit for a while and just take a step back from social media and things and get things into perspective. I decided to make some music videos. I hired an animator to do one for a lyric video. It should be coming out pretty soon here. And also, I just got done recording a video for one of the songs on my EP, Burn It Down.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a videographer that I actually met through another artist. His name is Colin Miller, C-Mill. I'm going to refer to him as C. That's his name.
Okay.
I went to high school with C-Mill, and he has some awesome music out there as well. You can check out. But the videographer did a video for him, Jose Rios of Mirrorless Memory. I think there's some underscores in there too. Sorry, I'm bad about that, Jose. But he did an awesome job, and we just planned a date, and he was really easy to work with. We just set it up about 3 or 4 months in advance. Found a date that I think the weather would cooperate because we got a lot of rain.
We did. It was almost like a month.
Yeah,
It was like a
straight.
monsoon. But we got it all worked out, and it took some sacrificing and a lot of planning and perseverance, because there was obstacles as there is in life.
Yeah.
And patience and just taking some time. But I've been writing a lot and got a lot of stuff cooking up over here.
It's good.
Got some new things. Yeah, it's been simmering for a while, and I'm ready to put it on display. But it's kind of just waiting for things like I started reading again. Rainer Maria Rilke. He was a poet, Letters of the Young Poet, and he said in his story that being an artist means you wait and you're patient, like a tree that grows and its roots are strong and it withstands the force of the storm.
Man,
so
that's deep but true.
So I'm trying to just give it some patience and find the answers to. Man, I'm never gonna find all the answers, but just
if I can get some of them, I'll be happy.
Try, just keep trying, plugging away at it, a little bit at a time. I apologize. What am I saying?
So you did the video for Burn It Down, and it'll probably be out by the time this comes out, because we're doing a little bit of.
Gonna come out tomorrow officially,
which will be June
24th.
Yes,
June 24th.
Nice. Where can people find it?
Right. So where can people find it?
Yep. I'm gonna put it on. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on. I'm gonna put it on my all my social media, and I made them all the same, so it'd be easy for everyone to find. It's gonna be Brandon Maclaughlin Facebook.com/Brandon Maclaughlin music, all one word, no underscores. Same on my Instagram and Twitter also. If anyone you young cool cats use Twitter.
And Spotify as well.
Spotify, yes. If you check out Spotify, it's got some. The song is on there, and there's also some cool canvas art that I'm super proud of. Okay. Did a little loop art with.
Did you do it? Who did the art?
So it was shot and edited by Jose.
Right.
And we just kind of worked. He did it all on his software and editing stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
I just shot him the ideas, and he was great with it, man. I'd be like, I need this, and he goes, boom, here. And it was just.
That's really great. It's nice to find a partnership creatively where you can find someone who can make your vision a reality in the medium that they're good at.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Now, what is the theme of the video?
So it's funny that songs I wrote this song a couple of years back, and as I played it and recorded it, it's changed over the years of how I've reflected on it, and I sing it really. But I wrote it, I know, after man, I've had a lot of ex-girlfriends. Okay, I'll just put that out there. And one of them in the past that we had a bad fight, and I just remember sitting by the fire the next day. Had gone camping for my birthday, and after the fight was over, or that morning, and I was sitting out by the fire and had my guitar, I just started strumming some chords, and those chords ended up becoming Burn It Down. It was just started strumming a D chord and just started singing some lines that just came together. When there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's fire, there's flames. Just kind of you can see it coming from, you could smell it and you could see it. That's what's there. And sure enough, that didn't work. That whole relationship didn't work out. And so it's kind of at the same time. It was one of those things that was hard to walk away from. Kind of gasoline and fire are terrible for each other.
Sure.
Because it's an accelerant, but at the same time, they're kind of the perfect
I mean, think
combination
about the combustion that happens when they do come together, right? Fire burns hotter.
It's magical. Mm-hmm. And it's passion. It's kind of it is toxic, that I'll acknowledge in it, but at the same time, that's kind of just kind of what I expressed in the nature of the music, and I try to create that in a visual aspect. So I just went and got as much wood as I could find. I just went out in the woods and literally got it and just put my trunk full of it, and then decided to find a spot really to try to do that. I was like, I want to smash a guitar. I've always wanted to smash.
I saw photos.
It's pretty cool feeling.
It was, yeah.
It is. I smashed one. It's super cool.
For years, everyone wants to try to do it, but trying to do it in a safe manner at the same time and not be reckless or anything. And you know, I didn't want to get like a ticket or something like that. So I just try to find a good space, and I did a lot of research, and there's a lot of spots that I considered. But in retrospect, like, I trusted Jose, the videographer, and he came through, delivered, and found us a good spot that was, you know, safe, and it was around plenty of gravel and no brush that was within a certain, and it was a particular day that wasn't like overly windy and stuff. And we also had like a fire extinguisher.
Safe about it.
Yeah,
we're gonna make fire, but we're also gonna put it out if we have
absolutely.
to.
Just in case.
Safety. It's like I also work on the line, the assembly line, and our safety's our overriding priority, is what we say every day. So I'm always looking out for safety. You know, safety first. You can't ever be too safe.
No, not especially not when you're playing with fire.
Yeah.
It's fun though. Fire's
Very fun.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a pyromaniac.
Well, it obviously came out in your music and in your videos now.
Yeah. It was. I just wanted to blow some shit up. Why not?
Exactly. So, from this relationship came this amazing song. Where else do you see this going?
Yeah. It's kind of at the time I just, especially when I recorded my EP, it was pretty balanced. Like it has some songs that are sad, some songs that are kind of mad, and some songs that are very direct. But it's at this point as also just someone who just like I wanted to make songs that I wanted to hear. I just want to make songs that I want to hear.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And
as you should.
I'm just starting to stick to my guns of what I'm good at, and if I'm mad about something, I'm just gonna write about it and put it in music in the quickest way I can clap back in some type of way, you know, and in a lyrical form, rather than you know, putting a 3-paragraph post on Facebook and being passive aggressive in that way, passive aggressive in another way. You know what I mean? Fight fire with fire.
Right. No pun intended.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I've been, you know, we're friends on Instagram, and I've seen some. You've gotten a couple new toys, I think, in your arsenal.
I have.
What? Tell us about some of this new stuff you've gotten.
So, I was very influenced by, like, you know, I think every guitarist is all probably going to say like Hendrix and SR, especially in Texas, SRV.
First, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's like one of your first guitar heroes.
Yeah,
by birth.
Yeah.
See, Ray Vaughan was inspired by Hendrix, so yeah.
Right,
it was
right.
Yeah.
It was a lineage of play, and there's players played the Strat long before him that put it out there. You know, Buddy Holly was one of the first that really kind of popularized that particular model. But anyways, my parents got me a Stratocaster as my first electric guitar when I was 17, and I hated it. I'll be honest with you. I loved it, but just because I couldn't tame it. I didn't know how.
It was like a wild.
It was too much for me.
Like a wild stallion.
Yeah.
Wild stallion.
It was so bright and clean and brittle on my ears at the time, and I didn't know how to play chords or do any type of
you wanted
fretting.
I
wanted to get into it. I bought a mega distortion pedal or something, and really wanted to get
those guitars are not really
especially as a new guitarist too.
Like
you got to know what you're doing to get that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And over time, you know, it sat around and collected. I just ended up going to the acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
But I learned to play the acoustic guitar the way an electric guitar would try to play. Electric guitarists would play it, and I learned some different songs, you know, on the acoustic that, like Back in Black. I think like All American Rejects. I learned one of their songs.
Stuff that you may not necessarily have been like, this is gonna play on an acoustic very well.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to like a lot of Census Fail and stuff at the time, and trying to like find any songs in their arsenal that I could, without tons of guitar layering, you know, that has a recognizable lick or chord progression that I could put it in a different form than it's actually heard. Because, you know, I could get an electric guitar and try to do that, recreate that, but you're never going to be whoever that. So if you can create a different arrangement on a different instrument or in a different style, you know, try to own it and make it your own. That's what I've learned to really do if I'm going to do a cover of somebody. But I love doing that, taking a genre of music and putting it on a different instrument or different.
Yeah. I think that there's a lot of you can, especially if you change the genre, right? Like you have a lot more freedom to kind of do whatever you want as an artist, because like I actually did a cover of God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, right? super bright,
Such a good
super great song,
Such a
right?
good song.
But like I changed it completely, where it's like a weird, drony, dark, like because if you listen to the lyrics are not necessarily like
Not the
They're pretty.
brightest.
They are.
Yeah.
It's
so like the song is real bubblegum, but like the music, but like the lyrics are pretty dark. So I took it to a dark place, and it's a little dark.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
It
awesome.
reminded me of when Eminem was on pills and he was making music. And I remember he made that. I was like, it's not bad. It's not the original for sure.
But it had elements of the original
for sure.
because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I did a lot of vocal harmonizing with myself, like a lot of ba ba ba. So
you
like it
have to.
had that.
You find it.
But
as you're
like
going with
it was pretty dark.
Yeah, it was. You just imagine it was rain. Anytime you hear it, it's like it's got to be raining outside, right? No, it's not.
And you're in a bad mood and you're sad.
Yeah.
Man, I tell
But I
you
get what you're
what.
saying.
Yeah.
Like you definitely get to you. It almost like you get they give you authority to do like a little bit different, get a little crazy with it.
Well, that's
For
what's
sure.
beautiful about covers is that you can take it and then make it your own. Because they made it this way, but you don't have to cover it that way. Like, I mean, Alien Ant Farm isn't the best
Look at Mad
example
World
for anything,
by.
really, but
Yeah, they're a good band.
yeah, but
But
they,
Smooth,
when they're covered,
yeah, but Smooth Criminal
Smooth
was
Criminal,
it was
that's them.
It
Oh,
had
yeah.
that different energy than
They made it
the
even
Michael Jackson
faster.
song. Yeah, which is crazy
which
because it's a pretty fast song
it's a
anyway.
pretty fast song as it is. But yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's like you're taking the ball and you're running with it in your style.
Do you have
Yeah.
any covers that you've kind of done that with that you're really proud of?
Yeah, actually, recently, and to be more honed in on the, since I picked up the electric guitar since we last talked, or I've gone more into the electric. Got a Stratocaster. I guess I never ended up saying.
That's okay. We were gonna get there eventually.
Playing it through a Fender Blues Deluxe reissue, but it's kind of has that Fender Tweed sound, and it's hard because I wanted to do kind of a real clean sound, but I wanted to do crunch, and I'm trying to. I found a very medium, like a very, just call it medium, moderate. That's the word I'm searching for. Sacrifice area, and I played the song "Fire and Rain" by James Taylor.
Yeah.
And it's I just figured out the finger picking style of it, the way he transitions and does the different lyrics, but played on an electric guitar, and I was doing it with just a little bit of gain, but with the volume backed all the way off, so it's real clean, and you get just right at the point of breakup on the front end of the amp. It sounds pretty good. I was like impressed, like he was saying, like, wow, that sounds like completely different from the way it originally, on the recording.
But it still sounds good.
But to me, in my head, that's how I heard it, or I express it. It's like I'm a mirror, and it bounces off of me. And this is the reflection of the way I feel the song.
Yeah, I think that's what's great about a lot of covers. Like, so let's say, Smashing Pumpkins when it comes to Landslide. Landslide by Fleetwood Mac and Stevie Nicks is fantastic.
They have the same vibe though.
They do, but it's
different. I agree, 100%.
Yeah,
I'm with
exactly.
you. Like I heard it on like the Edge, like in the '90s. I'm
Yeah.
dating myself
Of
here,
course,
right?
man.
Like when it was 94.5. When the Edge was still here.
Yeah, when you guys were
R.I.P.
Yeah.
merge with the
But I remember hearing it on back then and being like, I know this song,
Right.
and then being like, oh, this is Fleetwood Mac. But then you go, oh well, they kind of have the same energy, but it's also different enough that it works. I think.
Or
like,
if we
as
want
it's
to go
on its
new
own.
now, Post Malone covered
He's been
Only
doing all
Wanna Be With
kinds of
You.
stuff.
Only Want to Be With You by Hootie and the Blowfish. Still a great.
It's
like,
awesome.
It's awesome.
It
And he
again
changed it just
has
enough.
it has this sort of the same energy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it also has Post Malone energy.
Right.
Man,
Well, he also-
exactly. Because
instead
he has one voice that, I mean, like,
Yeah.
you could sing. I mean, it's just the same person. You realize it, and I mean, there's artists out there that can completely just go tonally different. Like, I mean, switch it, but it's rare. And then I like both ways. If you can switch it all the way up, or you could just do all. And Post Malone's a great example of that.
Local artist.
I think
also
it
by
can
the
do,
way.
Yes,
I think
local-
he can do
local.
both. He did that cover of that Nirvana set during when COVID first started from his
when
house.
he was doing those
and
live
he
sets. Yeah.
crushed it.
Yeah.
He did so well. I was like, I mean, yes, you can still hear that Post Malone because you're right. He is Post Malone. He sounds like Post Malone, but he was killing on guitar. He was killing it with like the same sort of vocal delivery that Kurt Cobain gave. It was one of those moments where I was like, man, this pandemic sucks, but this is really cool.
Yeah. That was a great. Yeah, it was a great.
But
moment.
I mean, he had been in those punk bands
Yeah.
here, and
I mean, that's how he started.
Yeah.
Like that's how he started. Was like in that scene.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm surprised I never ran into the. I mean, maybe I did, and I
We
just
may
didn't
have,
know.
maybe,
it.
may have
Maybe.
right in the post.
But so if I did, and I was mean, Post Malone, I'm so sorry.
Austin, I'm sorry.
My bad.
Didn't mean to.
I probably wasn't though, because I'm not really that. I'm not a jerk in the scene.
I enjoy your
just in
rosé.
real
I
life.
enjoy your
And your Olive Garden, your love of Olive Garden.
Hey.
and
I don't know why we're talking. Post Malone's not gonna listen to
and
this.
esports. He's invested in the esports
That's
league
fair.
here in Dallas, so I
fair.
believe it's fantastic. So good for him. Good. Come back anytime you want and let us know.
If you want to be,
Please,
if you listen to
Posty
this, if
Fest.
you want to be on the
Posty
show
Fest.
for
Posty,
sure.
if you're listening,
We
Yeah.
got a great studio you can come into.
Thank you. Exactly. You can stay here.
all the
I
Bud
know we live
Lights.
here.
I'll bring the Bud
Yeah.
Lights.
There's a pool. You can do the aforementioned cannonball.
Yeah. If I'm doing cannonballs Post Malone,
I would
Day
do.
is made.
Wow.
You better do the. I'll save you. I'll
tell
jump
you.
in and save you. If you
that
have to
one
do
I will do the
cannonball.
10 feet one because I
You
guarantee
should,
someone
and
will
I'll save you.
Yeah, yeah.
But what if Post Malone saved you?
You know what? That's the story I'm gonna tell forever.
You would absolutely. We would. Everyone here would tell that story forever. Yeah, Post Malone saved Rhodey in the Cove pool.
That's my next tattoo. Is Post Malone saved me.
Man,
His
this
face on me.
Post Malone
Telling you.
saved me. There's a
There's a
there's a
t-shirt right
t-shirt idea right there for sure.
So when are you doing a Post Malone cover?
I was actually trying to think, drum one up over here while
I've
you guys
heard
are
circles
sorting it out.
at Tipsy Oak. I've heard
Yeah?
somebody covering.
You could, I think, it wouldn't. I want to say it wouldn't be hard, but I mean, like
Right.
once you figure out the chord structure of a song, and I get to the point where now I can just hear a song, and I like to test myself without
There you
looking at it on a the internet.
Yeah.
Because you can see, you could go on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube, I tell you what, man, it teaches you everything.
Yeah.
It was my guitar teacher. Came along right at the golden era of that.
Okay.
Marty Schwartz, if you're out there, guitar jams.
There you
I still look at Marty Jam's videos sometimes.
go. The James with a Z or a S?
Z. Yeah,
Okay,
it's got
nice.
a Z.
You never know. Yeah,
Jams.
Jams.
The way the cool kids spell it.
So switching gears a little bit, not talking about Post Malone.
I
Sorry.
thought we were talking-
Look, we
Sorry.
could talk about
Oh,
Post
man.
Malone forever.
We could.
We'll save that for.
Yeah, that'll be the next time he comes on. It'll be nothing but Post Malone. So have you been playing? I know you said you kind of went in hibernation mode, but have you been playing any open mics or anything like that around here? Are you planning to?
Yeah, haven't done any open mics. I've been wanting to come up. So I want to come up and do the Grounds and Gold
Yep.
nearby,
Every
and
Thursday, 5 to 7.
I will be there tomorrow and the next week. If not next week, the week after that. But I'm gonna do 2 of the 3 weeks.
Very
and
nice.
then,
Cool.
Even if you don't sign up, I guarantee somebody will drop out so you can take their spot.
We already host it every other
I do.
week.
Every
it
other
looks
week,
great. I see the videos.
The
of
stage
it.
looks good.
Yeah.
Like there's a good space.
A
There's,
Micah
like,
stage.
there's 12-year-olds that come and play there, and he's amazing.
I like
So-
the poetry too that people.
Yeah,
it's
we have
people-
poetry, we've had comedians, we've had illusionists. It's been absolutely a
Oh, wow.
fantastic mix of everything.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
But
Some
I
collaborations as well, if people stay.
get you some coffee. I bet I haven't had the food, but it looks
That's
great.
good.
Oh, food is
Every- it's
fantastic. The
good,
food's
yeah.
fantastic. The bakery's great. Everything.
How we're
Looks
plugging.
awesome.
Yeah, plug away. Grounds of Gold, Bowen and Pleasant Ridge. Come on up.
Heck yeah. So I haven't done any. Well, I did do one show since at Mavericks.
Okay. How do you like that
Since
venue?
I do like it a lot, but there's some with the stage, the way it had been set up in there, it was kind of hard to hear myself up there.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just, I think it was just the way everything where I was, in particularly with the microphone, and I played it twice
Okay.
or 3 times.
It's great besides
twice,
stage,
yeah. And it's a great. I love the bar itself. It's perfect for everything, and you could hear it actually really good there too, like from the audience. But when you're on stage, it's kind of hard. You got to really get into it, and there's just a bit of a latency from when you hear the echo.
That's the worst.
I mean, it's just there's a lot of stuff pinging off the walls in
Yeah.
there.
It
But
is kind of set up. I think you're.
it's not. I wouldn't. It's not a bad place to play. I for an artist, it was a challenge. I'll say that it was a little bit of a challenge to get set comfortable in there, but I loved it. And the Chavez family was great. They were
Yeah.
so nice to me.
Yeah.
Most of them work there.
Yeah,
the place is fantastic.
The older one of their daughters was there. I met Richard at one point,
Yeah.
and then through Facebook, I've talked with Mrs. Chavez.
Yeah. Great family. Great little bar down there.
Yeah, at least 2 or 3 of the daughters work there, I believe. So.
Yeah, we talked to one of them. She was on our podcast
Yeah,
recently
she was.
too. I say recently, it was like 4 months
It's
ago
been,
now.
it's been a bit.
And someone that was actually at one of those shows, it's a family friend, and she just works for a real estate. She's a real estate property manager, and I gave her my information, and for a little while, I got some different gigs, some smaller places, small like private gigs.
Yeah.
And I've done like 4 of them, 5
Still
of them.
though, that's cool.
good.
Like it's
It
a
just-
great connection to make, and what a weird like way to make it. Like just happen to be here. Like let's.
Yeah.
That's cool though. That's the kind of stuff you want to hear.
It's so I've been doing those on the outside of playing like more of a public style show, but just getting paid to do it is all
for
it's
sure.
worth. So
Like I tell anyone, you want to pay me to do music, I'm there for it.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to play?
right. So I mean, when you bring in all that, when you're lugging all that stuff, it's you do it so many times for free, and you get to you're like, man, this is a lot to bring. But if it's an open mic, you can just bring your guitar
Right,
or
it's
something.
fine. They got everything they need.
They
but
should have everything else.
It's it's kind of like availability and just finding make sure that you're gonna have a place and a spot and a time respectable, like it's worth your while, you know what I mean? So
But it's great that you're getting paid for it though.
Right.
Like that's exactly what like you want to.
I was blessed that I got that opportunity. I was so happy that she offered for me to play a birthday party first, and then someone else was there, wanted their birthday played, and then
Perfect.
yeah, it was just turned into a great great couple months. So that's been going good. Working on that, doing that, or playing with that, and I'm trying to write on the side in between the.
Of course.
I just get tired of playing covers sometimes. I'm like, man, I want a song in this key played like this. So I just
And I want to sing it.
So
Sounds like a great inspiration for a new song, though.
that's essentially kind of some of my writing. Without pulling back the curtain too much, that's kind of a blunt way to put it. I just get to where I'm like, man, I want a song that's in this key and it's strummed in this,
Rhythm and this.
time signature, and also teaching myself music theory as a 31-year-old adult. It's entertaining to once you really like. It doesn't change over time. Right. So figuring out, like I always used to mess around on a keyboard, and I realized how a keyboard is laid out.
Right.
And then compared to a guitar, how it's all stacked up on each other.
I mean, it's basically, you figure out where that works, you know how to do almost anything.
Someday it just starts to click on you. And so that's why I started to expand into the electric realm. You can get higher up on the neck. And
there's more like tonal opportunities.
Capabilities. So much you can do with it.
And that's not to say that there's not obviously a place for the acoustic guitar and singer-songwriter repertoire.
For sure,
but like,
for sure.
I mean, that's like your main thing.
That's my main tool is my acoustic.
But when you get the electric, it allows you to do some things that you can't do on the acoustic, which I think is fun.
Yeah. I like get a looper pedal. Anyone artists out there, just getting a looper pedal will turn you into a songwriter because you can hear ideas without having to hold the instrument in your hand, and you can also figure out how pedal orders and different pedals work. You can run them through there without having to and manipulate the buttons and dials.
Yeah.
I see you've been doing a lot of that too.
Yeah. so much trying to. It's just it just became an obsession. So, just a real. Briefly, I was in a relationship. I got out of a 3-year relationship where I was really involved with. I was engaged and we got unengaged and shit sucks. And I just turned around and put all that energy into guitar.
That's awesome.
And trying to be the best at my craft, because if I want to be a songwriter and take that seriously and be a real musician, not just a cover artist. You got to be able to expand outside of the old cowboy chords, G, D, E minor, C stuff, which is great.
Campfire stuff.
It's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
You can do crazy stuff with that too, but there's also plenty of ways to play a G up in the neck. And it sounds differently. You know, when you're just even using a capo. Someone posted earlier on Facebook, a guitarist that's on my album, Brandon Gilman, who actually won 2020. Texas Music Association Guitarist of the Year, Brendan Gilman.
Wow.
Nice. And he played on your record.
Yeah, and he's
That's
on that
huge.
record. So, Brendan, shout out.
Yeah, congratulations to him.
Congratulations, Brendan. But yeah, he posted something, I forget exactly, I'm not going to quote it, but it's just basically on the subject of a guitarist using a capo. And it was like a like a sharing it, and then people hop in the comments and the guitarists, and some guitarists are a little pretentious with it, like
Sure.
you got to know bar chords and traditional stuff. But hey, man, like some people just do you could do pretty much the same songs just using a capo in different spots if you know what you're doing, and it just takes it.
It's another thing, like the electric guitar. It gives you more opportunities and more things to do.
Love it. It's incredible what you can do when you start thinking outside the box.
Like been fond of people who are capo gatekeepers, basically. Don't do that. Like it's just another tool in the arsenal, just like an EBow or anything, something like that.
Or any pedal you're using.
Yeah, exactly. Like don't be that. Like people are gonna make music however they're gonna make music.
Right.
And then sometimes it's done in a weird way. Like I think Tracy Chapman, who's another influence of mine, she's awesome, dude. Fast Car. I think the song's like in a half step down, an E flat tune, but you capo on the first fret or something like that. It's like, why do you, what's the point, But it gives you a different spot on the neck. You're playing those chords. You get a little bit more.
There's like a brighter sound.
A little bit more warmer, brighter tone, yeah.
And I'm not gonna say it's an open mic staple, but I've heard it at a lot of open mics where people would be like, "Fast Car, done." I'm like,
it's a long song, a lot of words in there too, man.
A lot of words in there. Yeah. If you could do everything, you're doing fantastic. Yeah.
And
Right.
time's up. We're halfway through the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Look
The
at the
Beatles
time.
song, like, hey, a lot of
that's true.
chords,
This
a lot of chords
is this
in those.
person. They're gonna do half of Fast Car tonight.
Yeah. No Stairway, because that's also in a very long song. Yeah.
Well,
That's your one.
What if people want to get in touch with you? If they want to, find out more about you? I know you've told them before, but tell them again. Tell them how to get in touch with you.
What's your socials where you can find your music?
On Instagram, Facebook, Brandon Maclaughlin Music, all one word.
Okay.
And then on Twitter right now, it's at burrito_Brandon.
What's the story behind that?
Because I wanted to, I don't know what the literary term is, but I like words that there's a word for it.
Oh,
I like alliterations. And
I'm very big on those.
I'm always trying to find a cool alliteration that goes with my name. And Casey Musgraves, who I love you, Casey. She's number
fantastic.
I'm one of her number one fans. Anyways, on Twitter she had Spacey Casey, and I was like, that's funny. Or
that is her name.
and I was like, man, I need something cool like that, like
I love it.
alliteration name, and then I was eating a burrito, I think, at the time.
I love Burrito Brandon.
Burrito Brandon's
like,
Beautiful. I'm gonna go follow you. I don't do a lot of Twitter.
I want
but
you
I'm
to
gonna follow you right
post
now.
It's kind of the new thing. It's kind of the inside joke of its story, but if you hear this, you'll know now, I guess. But I like burritos, so I'll post burritos on there from time to time.
So it's apropos. Like you are Burrito Brandon.
Right.
Oh, I am.
Where's
More
your
recently, I got Allsups. It was
Out in West Texas.
Actually, I up there in Justin after one of my little gigs I had played up there. It's right off of I guess it's 820 up there near northwest, way northwest Fort Worth. But yeah, I just was rolling on
that far out there. I've seen them in
they are
Wichita Falls and like that further out there. But
dude, I turned a corner and I was like, and I saw Allsups. I had to stop.
Our friend Sergio is big on their fried burritos. Like he was
the best.
I gotta have 5 of these.
It's not the same with these other ones that have. If you've ever had those fried ones, that's like some of these other ones. I'm not gonna name in one particular.
Okay.
But there's some that are just not. They don't meet the bill.
Sure.
You go to Allsups. They got chimichangas.
Yeah.
They got the longer ones. And if you want a corn dog traditional something, you could go with that. They're nice. Like, what do you need? You need some hot sauce? Sure, here you go. They hand pick them out there for you. It's
This is an Allsops
not
ringing endorsement.
well, at the same time, Allsups, you need to come more into the DFW and Arlington and stuff, man.
There's spots.
Yeah,
there's plenty of availability.
You let us know if you need help. We'll find you.
We'll help you out.
So they can find you at Burrito Brandon.
On Twitter. You can find it on my EP, Brandon Maclaughlin. It's on Spotify, Apple Music. You could say, Alexa, play Brandon Maclaughlin. You could do it on Google. Say, I think it's OK Google, play Brandon Maclaughlin. Let's see. You can go on TikTok. You could put my song in your story if you want to put it on there.
I do TikTok. Maybe I'll do that.
You can put
do you have a TikTok yourself?
I do, and I'm going to be more active on it. I promise.
Okay.
just like I've been kind of sitting back and trying to create the content before I come out with it.
That makes sense.
Really get my ducks in a row.
I'm sure you had the same situation with
my
lab.
TikToks?
Yeah.
No,
Mine
No, his are on point.
Mine are
His are on
rapid
point.
fire, man. Mine they
it's-
come to me and they go.
You got a theme to it though, and it works out great.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's
think
off the rails
overthink.
now, man.
I think I overthink it, honestly. I'm an overthinker, textbook overthinker.
It's off the rails.
I won't get a TikTok. I'm just gonna say that now.
Hey, that's fair.
Nah, man, it's
I'd
not
rather-
fair. Let me just tell you, that's where the world is going to be.
Oh, I know,
You're
that's
going
where
to
the
be
future
on
is.
Facebook with my grandma, who's dead, and everyone else is going to be on
R.I.P.
TikTok.
I just
no,
have it
she
'cause
wasn't
my
on She
pictures
wasn't
are
on
on there.
Facebook, but she is dead. R.I.P. for real.
My picture's all on. That's the only reason I don't
I'm
even
telling
get
you,
on Facebook.
TikTok is the future.
I wish people happy birthday.
Like,
That's about
get
it.
on board.
I try to just get on any of them and just
Yeah.
try them out. If you don't like it, you know.
That's true.
Also
Yeah,
fair. Like
that's
I
true. I haven't
agree.
even gotten on.
I
haven't
think
even
you can be a lurker on TikTok a lot easier than actually
Oh, a
being
lot
a
more people
content
are
creator.
lurkers,
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah, they're voyeurs.
Most of them
Not
are
voyeurs,
lurkers
exhibition.
because
These boys, yeah.
I don't know, not most of them. There are a lot of them who you watch their videos and you go, no,
Yeah, stop doing this.
stop, please. But you have the right to do it, so go ahead and do it. I love you for it. Here's a like. You know, like you're just not very good. But of course, people probably think that about me too. So
You could be, yeah. You never know.
all right. Anyway, I don't know how we got off the
We got
rails
on
on that
TikTok
one.
end. Where can they find you on TikTok? Is it
Burrito
I
Brandon?
think that one is Burrito Brandon.
Okay, there you go.
Good.
I try to keep it original.
Good.
I want you.
I like
so
it.
I'm not trying to steer your TikTok. I want you to just stare into a camera eating a burrito. I think that would be good.
I can make that happen.
Yeah, I think
Good.
that'd be good.
Good.
Yeah,
Not for me,
absolutely.
for anybody else. There's a
Maybe
lot
by,
of people that
maybe
are
by
into
the end of the
There's
day.
probably
Oh,
a
by the
very
end of the day?
specific
I think
niche
so.
Like
of
that.
people who want to watch someone eat a
lot of
burrito. So
people,
you could
that.
probably
Or
go viral.
listen to you eating.
I
Oh,
think
man,
we're getting somewhere,
ASMR.
guys. We're
Yeah.
coming up with
ASMR is the
something.
real thing.
We were patting this one quick.
Yeah.
All right, we got to stop this and get on the TikTok right now so
gotta
we
stop
can get the
recording.
content.
Yeah. I don't want people stealing it, and also doing
Even though we're going to sit on this for a while, so
Yeah.
it'll all be out by then. But whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, check it out on there. And
All right. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming to the Cove. Thank you to
thanks
the
y'all
Cove
for
for
having
having us.
Yeah, thank you to Cove for having
thanks to Cove, man. I really, Owen.
This,
nice to meet
this
you,
place is
man.
fantastic.
Owen's been
Um,
great. You guys come out here if you're an artist. This is a really nice spot.
100%. I actually think you're going to play a couple songs for us too. So we'll have that coming up as well.
Yes, sir. Ready when you guys are.
Excellent.
Rock
Let's
and
do it.
roll.
I could just sit here and watch it all pass me by, or try over and over and still never get it right. I take one step forward and two steps right on back. Ain't around too long, you're gonna find out that I'm a burned up, washed out soul with one foot out the door. There ain't a single thing that I ain't heard for. A work in progress, working is my name. I'm a losing gambler, cause losing is my game. And everything keeps changing, and I just stay the same. I'm a work in progress, guess I've got no shame. Honesty is everything, give just what you take. Man's word is all he's got, and that's what my daddy says. I shouldn't worry and have faith in the roads I take, but I got plenty of time to get me there, even more time to stay. Maybe someday everything will suddenly work out. Well, baby, until it does, I'm gonna sit right here and shout. Working in progress, working is my name. I'm a losing gambler, cause losing is my game. And everything keeps changing, and I just stay the same. I'm a work in progress, I guess I've got no shame. Working in progress, cause working is my name. I'm a losing gambler, cause losing is my game. And everything keeps changing, I just stay the same. I'm a work in progress, I guess I've got no shame. No, I guess I've got no shame.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much again to Brandon Maclaughlin and Owen at the Cove and the Cove. Phenomenal facilities, as we've said, as we always say. Really looking forward to hopefully getting some more of these done. We've got another one that we're working on right now, which I think will be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, just be on the lookout for that. But if you're on the lookout for something to do on Mondays,
Mm-hmm.
you know where you can go. It is one of our favorite places, Dr. Jekyll's Trivia, Monday nights. Catch it.
Every second and fourth Tuesday, head over to Create Arlington for their open mic and poetry night.
Every Wednesday at Jambo's, you can catch UTA Jazz from 5:30 to 7:30.
And then the same night, when you're done getting your meat sweats and your jazz on, head on over to Division and get your drink on while at their trivia night. That is from 7 to 9 p.m.
You can go to Grounds and Gold every Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. Pretty sure I know someone that hosts every other week.
I may be there this week. I'm just saying.
Maybe there this week if you can show up.
And then when you're done there, head over to One Love Lounge at 8 p.m. They're doing their open mic, which they call their Artist Love Night.
So if you're not tired of open mics by the time you get to Friday, every first and third Friday, you can head over to Inclusion Coffee.
Love that place.
Well, when you're doing all that, remember to always go out and
make sure to eat local, drink local, and
go rediscover your city.
Tag us and send those pictures over to us on Facebook, Arlington Citizen Media, Twitter, ATX Citizen Media. Tag us on Instagram, Arlington Citizen Media, and send those pictures the old-fashioned way. Email arlingtoncitizenmedia@gmail.com. Also go to our website, www.arlingtoncitizenmedia.com. Don't forget to subscribe and give those 5-star reviews of the downtown at Apple Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and also hit us on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, and YouTube.